Very recently, one of the important case worth noticing from Delhi High Court. A GST consultant who has helped the SSC in creation of 63 fake firms and passing on fraudulent ITC. These firms are being used for passing on fraudulent ITC. So what is the role of this GST consultant? Penalty order is being passed under section 122 subsection 1A of CGST Act. Because this GST consultant has helped the SSC for creation of 63 fake firms, and these firms were passing on fraudulent ITC. Consultant argued before Honorable Delhi High Court in the case of Bhupender Kumar, Honorable Delhi High Court. He argued before the court, Lordship, I was paid only 5,000 rupees as commission, not considered by Honorable Delhi High Court. Second ground, so cause notice was alleging section 122 subsection 3 clause A, D and E, wherein maximum penalty which is being prescribed is 25,000 rupees. But penalty order which was passed under section 122 1A, that is the reason this dispute was raised, that this order is beyond the so cause notice. Honorable Delhi High Court has said that 122 is a broader provision which is also covering 122 1A with all due regards and respect. If this 122 1A is not being invoked in the so cause notice, how this can be considered while passing the order? Nevertheless, that is the observation given by Honorable Delhi High Court, that section 122 is the broader provision covering 122 1A. Then what is the relevance of section 75 subsection 7? That any order cannot go beyond the issues raised in so cause notice. But nevertheless, this is what the observation. Second, why 122 1A is very important. First of all, it got notified from 1st January 21, and this provision, this 122 subsection 1A talks about that penalty can be levied on any person who is retaining the benefit out of 4 specified offences under section 122 subsection 1 Roman 1, supply of goods or services without invoice; Roman 2, issuance of invoice without supply of goods or services; Roman 7, you are availing and utilizing credit on such invoice without receipt of goods or services; and Roman 9, when there is non-compliance pertaining to ISD credit. So these 4 offences specified for levy of penalty under section 122 1A on any person. So 122 1A is a broader aspect. That is what, whether it is retrospectively applicable. This was the question before Honorable Delhi High Court. And Honorable Delhi High Court has said it is applicable, and that too retrospectively from the date of so cause notice. So for understanding's sake, that so cause notice is being issued for the past period, let's say prior to 1st January 2021, when this provision was not notified, can it be applied retrospectively? This is the question coming out. So these are the broader question, and in this penalty order of 285 crore, Honorable Delhi High Court has said, no, you go and file appeal before first appellate authority. This matter is boiling. Let me draw your attention. Bombay High Court, in the case very recently, you must be knowing that so-called notice was issued for 3,731 crore rupees so-called notice to a taxation manager. That so-called notice was vacated by Bombay High Court while discussing who is a taxable person. Because all offences under section 122 is leviable on taxable person. Taxable person means who is registered or liable to be registered. Whether taxation manager can be considered as registered or liable to be registered. So that so-called notice was vacated, and Honorable Supreme Court, while filing SLP by revenue against the Bombay High Court judgment, has dismissed the SLP. In another case of Bombay High Court, in the case of Amit Manilal Haria and others, when there was penalty order under section 122 subsection 1A for an amount of 133 crore, 133 crore on CEO and director of the company. That was vacated for the reason that 122 subsection 1A cannot be applied retrospectively because it got notified from 1st January 2021. And recently Delhi High Court has created batch of the cases where they are discussing what is the meaning of taxable person. So determination of this meaning is important when you want to levy penalty under section 122 subsection 1A and even on retrospective applicability. So this particular case, Bhupender Kumar, where penalty levied for to a GST consultant for the offence that he helped the assessee in creation of fake firm and then passing on fraudulent ITC, 285 crore rupees. So these are the cases which is evolving now. So we have to be careful about an applicability of this section, whether prospective or retrospective. Who is a taxable person? Contrary judgment coming from Bombay High Court to Delhi High Court. Quite obvious matter will travel to Supreme Court, but worth noticing, and we need to digest the provision so that we can defend accordingly. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.